One of the things I want to start with is the myth about certain industries. Okay, we want to touch on the drug industry. We want to touch on the dairy, the meat industry, the fast food and beverage industry, and the junk food industry. Now, I have to ask you a question. Who stands to benefit from success in these industries as a whole? There's no doubt that when it comes to medicine, that somewhere along the line there is a medicine that is needed by someone and it saves a life, or it helps somebody get through a time in their life where they couldn't otherwise get through. However, these industries as a whole are self-serving industries. Believe me, when you pull into a fast food restaurant, they are not interested in how long you live or how healthy you are. So we live in a culture where we have, well, first of all, let's continue with the drug industry. You have never gotten a headache for the lack of an aspirin. Okay, can you get that concept? We almost live in this nation like the drug meets some deficiency that you have. Headaches aren't caused by a lack of aspirin. High blood pressure is not caused by a lack of high blood pressure medication. Cancer is not caused by a lack of chemotherapy. And we're going to see that as we go through tonight and we list certain diseases. And probably, I would be shocked if some of these topics didn't really surprise you. Okay? Now, the dairy industry, I find this fascinating. We are raised, Ange and I have talked about this over the years. In the kindergarten classroom or the early classroom, there are charts on the walls, okay? And it's either about certain types of food that are good for you or a certain category of diet, the food pyramid, or the modern one. Or
it was called the 4 food groups.
The 4 food groups. And if you actually would flip those charts over, you would actually see those charts were paid for and sent to the schools by the very industries that are represented on the chart. It is literally nothing but an advertisement. And the dairy industry has taught you a couple of things that we're going to talk about tonight. One of the myths that I think is fascinating. Let's talk about milk. And especially if we have any women here who are even over 50 years old, going through their later years, going through menopause, you have heard that you should be drinking some extra milk. Now, why is it that you're supposed to drink milk? Calcium. So let's discuss this. It's very important. Is there calcium in milk? Yes. Does your body need calcium? Yes. Now, why do you need calcium? Strong bones, strong teeth. Okay? But here's the real question. Can you get calcium from milk into your teeth and bones? And the answer is no.
It's intended
Absolutely
for a cow.
Not. You are not capable of absorbing the calcium that is contained in cow milk. You would absorb probably about 3 or 4%, if that much. So those of you who are depending on your extra glass of milk a day, you're actually fooling yourself. Number one, because you have a false sense of security. And number two, because you're actually, as you'll see, you're actually robbing your body of calcium. Do you know which country in the world consumes the most dairy? Take a guess. United States of America. Any idea who's like second and third following? Okay, Northern European countries like England and the Norwegian countries. Okay, another guess. Which country in the world has the highest rate of osteoporosis? United States of America. Now, if that, you know what, we can fold up the chairs tonight and walk away, and to me that would be enough to say, well, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. And you know what? I think the Bible describes it very easily. And you know, it's the Bible, there's a scripture in Matthew that says, he who is first will be last, and last will be first. Do you know we live in an upside-down world? The world is upside down. As a matter of fact, I've adopted a philosophy that if the world is telling me something, I first assume it's a lie. So if everyone's doing it, the first thing I do is I take a look and I say, you know what? There's probably something wrong with it. Now, it may not be. I'm not so conspiracy-minded that I think every single thing in the world is a lie, but I think it's a safety net that if everyone is doing it, you need to first assume it's not true. Because we do live in an upside-down world. And we have an enemy, the devil, who would love you to believe something that's untrue. And it says also in the Bible that he disguises himself as an angel of light. So there's a lot of things that are in the world that seem perfectly fine. And when we look at them, they're just not so. Did you have something?
I think one of his favorite things is to get us to destroy ourselves with our own hand as well. And what better area than nutrition, when out of ignorance or, not wanting to understand, we just blindly do those things that would destroy us with our own hand.
So there's another industry, the meat industry.